Hello, my friends. Kevin the Comic Doctor coming to you with a huge unboxing video. This is a live video. This one here, guys, 3 CGC boxes. There's another 3 waiting. I wasn't about to do 6 today, but I am doing 3. I'll do another 3 perhaps tomorrow, maybe on Wednesday. And then another 5 or 6 boxes on the way as we speak. Where am I going to put all these darn things? I don't know. I'm checking my hair out here. I did my hair. Okay, all's good. But yeah, hey guys, I'm Kevin the Comic Doctor. I'm a comic book presser, and I'm a certified CGC authorized CGC dealer, located up in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. And this is a live CGC unboxing. What is a live CGC unboxing? Well, you know what? I'm glad you asked. I press comic books. I send them off to CGC. It's a company down in Florida that grades books and puts them in these handy dandy slabs and assigns grades. So yeah, that's what I do. And when those books come back, these are all client books. These are not my own books. Very rarely do you see my books come back. I don't have time for my own books. When client books come back, I showcase them here on live unboxings, just to let everybody know their books are on their way back, or they are back and they're ready to be picked up, or will be ready to be picked up soon. Anyways, so yeah, if you like comic book art, speculation, all that kind of stuff, this is the place for you. Hit that subscribe button, like the content, and of course hit the notification bell, because, you know, guys, I don't have a fixed schedule. I go on here live. I wouldn't say it's willy-nilly, but sometimes it seems that way. So until I get a regular schedule, best hit that notification bell. All right, so like I said, 3 boxes. We're going to showcase that. I just grabbed them randomly. If you saw my Instagram post today, you'll have noticed that one of the boxes was, it looked like that oil all over the, I don't think I can I call it up? Maybe I can call it up and show you. It's pretty gross. And the FedEx lady's like, I don't know what that is. And let me call it up for you. You'll see what I mean. I'll show it to you. It was pretty crazy. No, go. Oh, there it is. Yeah, right there. So yeah, look at this. I'll zoom in. This is the CGC box. I'll zoom in on it there. Check that out. The box had this oil stain. Huge. But it wasn't oil, it was perfume. Oh, just scentsy, like some kind of, I don't know, springtime perfume. It was pretty gross. And I didn't think it had gone to the inside of the box, but I opened it up. It sure did. Luckily, the CGC bags kept the oil or whatever away from the comics. But the comics I'm going to show you today don't have bags on them. I have to replace the bags of the books that were touching the side of the box with the fragrance. And I think I had a bit of a headache from all the artificial flowery smells. It was kind of gross. But I'm trying something new here today, guys. That's why I was a little bit late. So I do apologize that I didn't start right at 8 o'clock sharp. I want to try this out. Let's see if it works. And I hope the coloring is okay. Let's go here and boom. Yeah, this way it's a little, from looking down, yeah, that's better. You know, you can see the book a little nicer this way, I thought. We'll try it. If you don't like it, if you prefer the other, let me know. Do you prefer it this way, or do you like when I just grab the books and show them? Today, we're going to try it this way. So anyways, first off, this is a 25 books this is a one owner box right here. And we start off with again, this is the box that had the wonderful perfume smell on it. We have a Star Wars number 41 and a 9.6. We have a ROM number 1 and a 9.4. We have another Star Wars, a lot of Star Wars books in this collection, and a 9.4. This is number 40. We also, I don't think I can really zoom in on that much more than it already is. We have a Star Wars 39 and a 9.4. Yeah. Woo! I mean, it didn't stink. It smells pretty. It's not going to last forever, I'm sure. But I mean, yeah. And these were in the bags, so the oil didn't get through. Just the whole box. The whole box, I think, was who knows? I may have traveled all the way from who knows from Texas with that smell next to it. Anyways, you get a Star Wars 39, another one in a 9.0, and I'm going to just stack these for a second. And again, I'm going to put these all in nice bags for the owner. I don't like leaving them raw like that because they can get scratched. So we got a Moon Knight number 1 and a 9.4. A little faster doing it this way, actually, guys. And then another Moon Knight number 1 and a 9.2. And you know what I'll do? I will swap these out for some new ones. Give me a second. And CGC screwed up the shipping again. I got 5 boxes back today, sent with FedEx Ground, which is perfect, the way it's supposed to be. And then about 2 hours later, a doorbell goes out, and then FedEx Express shows up with another box. So they sent 5 boxes properly, and 1 box, again, shipped with Express. So that 1 box, those 5 boxes will have cost me, well, you know, around $150 each, whereas that 1 box will have cost me probably close to $300, $280. So I'm going to have to, bug CGC for a refund like I did last time, and it works, but it's the pain. You know, I don't have time to be contacting their customer service to complain about a silly shipping error when they got 5 boxes right and 1 box wrong. It was really strange. All right, next we have another copy of Moon Knight. I have that cardboard. Let me get rid of this cardboard. It looks ugly. There we go. We got a nice Moon Knight, another 9.4. Another one in a 9.0. He had a lot of Moon Knights. No, down a little bit. There we go. We also have a Moon Knight number 2 and a 9.2. A Star Wars 44 and a 9.4. Star Wars 43 and a 9.6. Again, they're really not giving us those 9.8s the way I like to see, but what can you do? Star Wars 2 and a 6.5. Oop. Then we have a Teen Titans number 2 and a 9.2. A Teen Titans number 1 and a 9.6. And a Teen Titans number 1 in a 9.8. Finally, holy cow, all those books, they finally gave us a 9.8. Okay, so that's I still have another probably 8 or so books from this box. Let me just throw these back in here gently. And I do not see any damage, aside from a nice floral scent. I don't see any damage to the slabs, which is great. Right, and the last one here. Okay, so next we have some, these ones are all in their bag still because these ones weren't affected. We've got another Moon Knight book, a number 8 and a 9.0. And Supervillains Classics with Galactus, it's the origin of Galactus at a 9.6. Blade Runner number 1 in a 9.6. I wonder if I can change the hold on a sec, guys. I want to see if I can fix the color. I don't know if I can or not. No, I don't think I can. I can't fix the color right now, unfortunately. Obviously that's a webcam I'm using for that. It's not quite as nice as my camera. Like, I mean, on my camera, here we go. We have a nice, Star Wars number 4, is it? Yeah, I know, 8.0. We put it down here, a little more washed out, so you can see the color is not quite as vibrant as my nice camera, unless I pick up another one of these cameras, which are not cheap, right? I'll pick out another. This is the slow part, putting them back in the bags. Maybe I need a partner to do this with. Maybe I'll bring my daughter in here to help me out, or Jack, or somebody. Let's see. Okay. Put those there. All right. We have about another 5 from this box. We have another Star Wars, a number 5 in a 9.2. And we have a number 6 and an 8.5. So a lot of Star Wars goodness here. There. As well, another Moon Knight, number 3 and a 9.6. And New Mutants number 1 and a 9.4. And finally, a Vision and Scarlet Witch in a 9.6 and number 1. Boy, they were really tight on this box, not giving out a lot of 9.8s at all. 198 out of that entire box, which kind of stinks. Okay, guys, now, listen, if you are new here, we have a fun little chat where we all kind of get together and shoot the breeze. So, but in order to take part in that chat, you have to subscribe to the channel. So if you haven't done so already, you want to take part in the chat. If you have any questions for me, any questions about CGC grading or, pressing or collecting in general, or you just want to say hi or what have you, come on over, but you have to subscribe to the channel. So let's go over to the chat window now. Let's see who's in the house, and we'll come back to the second box after that chat. Let me just go over there and see who's here. Okay, chat window, there it is. Boom. All right, let's see. So Mike, say, yeah, I know. Sorry about that. Marty, how you doing, Marty? Good evening. Where is everyone? We're coming in. James, hello. I think those are my books, and the thumbnail we'll soon see. I think you might be right, James. Marty, hard to tell, but they look like good grades. Which ones? Are you talking about the ones in the thumbnail? Now, the ones in the thumbnail, guys, when I use those thumbnail images, those are just images I get online. I don't scan the actual books that come in. I don't have time for that. So I just find donor, or not donor, but like I guess you could say generic copies of the book, CGC graded of the books I'm using, and I put them on, and that's what you see. That's what you mean, Marty. All 9.8s today. Oh, I know. I was not only 198 in that whole box, Marty. Only 198. Hey, Luke, how's it going? Welcome back. All right, let's see who else is here. Mike's here. Hey, Mike. Oh, maybe out of these boxes, my books will be in there. 11 months at CGC is an insane wait. Well, Mike, if they are economy books, you are waiting those 11. I'm telling you, they have to be. If they're 11 months already, they're definitely economy books. I've got some guys were getting their economy books, and it was at the 12-month, 13-month mark. So the economies are just frigging slow. I wish, going back to November of last year, I wish I just phased out the economy. I didn't, because at the time, even moderns were really taking a long time, right? They were both taking a really long time. So I figured, what the hell? It is what it is. It's the nature of the beast. But then CGC started doing the moderns in a much faster manner, but then they left the economy and by the wayside. So the economy, like I said, has now become sort of like the old value tier that CGC used to have, where we'd be waiting a year and a half to get your value. And I phased that sucker out because I was sick and tired. And I tell you, all the orders I have here right now that are just waiting to be finished, they're waiting for economy books. They're waiting for economy books. It really stinks. Pappy, so are the flagrant... That's right, more... See, Pappy's talking about the fragrance. The flagranted comics more rare now since it's limited. Is that what you're talking about? The fragrance? So you got the fragrance edition. Whoever the owner of these books are, you get a slight rose scent to your books. Oh boy. Prince Zodiac, why willy-nilly isn't far off description. Just kidding, kind of. Marty, I like that. I just created a similar backdrop for taking pics of myself. Oh, did you? Yeah, I'm just using a plastic backdrop. But the problem is, again, guys, you see the quality of this camera I'm using. It's excellent. The colors are wonderful. I am keeping my eye open for another one of these cameras, but they're really pricey. But I'll find one. I'm sure I'll find one at some point, and I'll improve that. But what do you think? You prefer the look down, or would you rather me just put them up and show off? Let me know what you think. Prince Zodiac, I'm kind of digging the book cam. Okay, cool. Something different. Neil likes the book cam. Travis Moford. Kevin, thanks for yet another unboxing video. Good way to start off the week. And there'll be another one, Travis. I've got, like I said, another 3 boxes waiting to go, and 5 more boxes on the way from CGC as we speak. I'm like, what? Oh, I got no room for this stuff. Luke says, sorry. Pappy, is weird with you not holding up the comics. It lacks the suspense on the grade. Okay, is that a good thing or a bad thing? It sounds like a bad thing. I like the new camera setup. Thanks, Luke. Verla's fiance, Satire says, CGC let me down. I submitted a book because it was clearly miscut. They neglected to highlight the imperfection and straight up acted like it didn't exist. They refused to refund over their incompetence. So you sent a book in that had a miscut on it, and you want them to make note of it, but they would not make note of it. Is that what you're saying? I heard recently that they're no longer putting certain comments on books. So when you're dissatisfied with that and you asked for a refund, they said no. Yeah. I don't know what to say. The squeaky wheel gets the oil. I can tell you that much. If you really feel that you have been ripped off, or you feel like not so much ripped off, but you don't feel the service was adequate or to your liking, then call and talk to the next person up the chain of command, right? And see what you can do. Maybe they can rectify that for you. But I do know they made an announcement a few months ago that they're no longer putting certain comments on the labels anymore. So even if you have a miscut book, certain things are not going to say. But they should still put that in the grader's notes, right? And I'm sorry if a book's getting under. Look, I think there should be grader notes on every single book, even a book with a 9.8, maybe not, but a 9.6 should get a grader's note. Why'd that book get a 9.6 and not a 9.8? I want to know that. So I'm seeing books with 8.5s and 8s not getting grader notes. That's ridiculous. That's cutting corners. I don't dig on that. So I skipped Mike's question. Oh, Jamie, I skipped you too. So Jamie says, boo, CGC wouldn't slab my ASM 1. Yeah, I know. It's I guess I gotta give you a credit or something there, James. I charge you for that one. I think because it's an unverified copy, they won't do it. Like if that was a sanctioned copy that was, produced by Marvel, they would have done it. But because it was kind of like a homemade copy, they won't do it. So it is what it is. Mike asks, hey, Kevin, just curious what the ETA will be on my order. Just curious, no rush. It's easier. We can text after. Well, they just got there, right? So, Mike, I think modern books, I think about a month and a half. I'm seeing books coming back as quickly as a month right now. So let's just keep hoping they're in that state of zen over there, where they're getting the books out really quick, and hopefully in about a month's time, many of your books will come back. Let's hope. Now, if they're higher valued books, I can't remember, Mike, honestly, I'm doing so many books I forget, but if you have any books in the higher tiers, they'll certainly come back within a month's period of time. But even the moderns can come back. I'm seeing moderns. I'm noticing that my daughter did a couple of boxes from the unboxing I did 2 days ago, and a couple of those orders came back lickety split. So they're pumping them out, the moderns, which is that a good thing? It's great that the books are coming back, but are they getting graded properly? I don't know. I don't know. It makes me nervous, Mike. All right, let's keep going here. James said, if they're my books, I put them in about a year ago. Yeah, that's right, because those are the economy ones, right, James? Wise Canucks here. How you doing? John Dumer. How you doing, John? Good to see you. Thanks again for Saturday. You know what I'm talking about. Wise Canuck. When people's books are being worked on, do you reach out and confirm everything in regards to speed of CGC submissions, etc.? Well, for example, Wise Connect, I was at a show back on June 26th, and I told every single person that came in and saw me, and I got a lot of books that day. I got almost 500 books that day. I said, listen, you're not going to see your books for anywhere between 6 months to 9 months. I tell them straight up. Now, when it's time, the only time, unless there's an issue, I won't contact people, okay? Like if I were to contact every single person whose books I'm working on, it's just more time, right? But for example, Mike, who's going to be, I saw Mike on Saturday at the shop. He's got a bunch of pre-screens, and Mike gave me his books back in some back in the earlier last year, but many came in February, March. And because he had a lot of instructions, and so I was trying to clarify what exactly he wanted me to do, I will be calling Mike back, and his books are coming up really soon. I'll be calling him up when I get to his books just to clarify again, to make sure he wants them 9.8 pre-screen, he wants them, to go under a pre-screen and blah, 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 just to make sure I'm correct. So if I've got an order that I'm not sure about, I'll contact you. Because, sometimes you write things down on invoices, or somebody emails you, and I just put a little note next to their invoice. I'll call to confirm. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then other than that, you'll hear from me when I invoice you. And I invoice clients usually, like I've got a stack of invoices there. Probably I try to get the invoices sent out about within a week or two after sending the books in. That's not been happening. I'm sending the invoices now usually about a month after the books go, a month to 6 weeks, which is not good for me because I'm getting billed, right? And I have to pay these bills. So I have to keep on top of the invoices. Guys, you got to remember, okay? One man show. One man show. Pressing, cleaning, YouTubing, invoicing, boxing books up, faxing, everything. So everything takes time, and I'm trying to juggle when to do stuff. Like, for example, I've got a lot of books to ship out now, and I got a hell of a lot more, I'm sure, this week as well with these books that just came in, and more coming. I think a lot of these economies are finally coming back. I hope they are from last, from a few months back. Those are taking forever. So, I try to stay on top of it. And what happens, when I'm invoicing and when I'm sending books out in FedEx and packing books up, and I try to pack nice. I don't rush that. I do a good job in packing the books and whatever. But if I'm doing that, I'm not pressing, right? And I have no choice. That's the way it goes. It's a part of the business too, So, and I have Charlo, working over at the shop, which is great. And I'm checking all his books out. And I've got news as well, but I'm not going to talk about that till later. Yeah, so it all takes time, but I'm always happy to, I always say to people, text me, but when you do text me, make sure you tell me what your name is, because I get texts all the time, and I don't have everybody's names programmed into my phone, so I'll say, hey, Kev, how's it going? Are my book's almost done? And it's like, well, who are you? So if you do text me, say, hey, Kevin, it's John Doe, I have these books in, are there any updates? And always let me know when the books, what your invoice date was, but the invoice date, I can tell you where I'm at. Okay. Sorry, that was a very long-winded answer, Wise. I apologize for that. Verlis Fiance. Am I saying that right? Satire. The miscut was an excess piece of the cover. I'll send you a picture on Twitter to see your opinion. I think I know what you're talking about. I've seen those before. Yeah, they should have done something. Oftentimes those are folded in. But yeah, send me a picture. I'm curious to see which one you had. Jeffrey, how you doing, Jeffrey? So you submit to CGC and then email when they're ready. I submitted books in, I think, February. So does that, my books may be at CGC? No, your books are not at CGC already. I'm currently working on January, February books, which means your books are coming up very soon, and they'll probably be at CGC within a month. Then when they get there, they'll be back. If they're, again, I don't know exactly which books you have, Jeff, but if they're modern books, probably about 4 to 6 weeks. And then if they're like high value books, they'll probably come back relatively quickly with 3 weeks, 4 weeks, right? And Luke, it's not stressful. What's stressful is I have this desire to get all this work done. And I hate making people wait, but it's, again, I've always said it's the nature of the beast, right? I have so many books coming back, and I've got a lot of books to still get out. And there's only so many hours in the day, right? So if I say Monday is I could do honestly a full day of shipping. I could do a full day of invoicing. It's 2 days of the week gone, right? So where does that leave pressing, right? I'm trying to get my number up to about 100 books a week, but I'm not anywhere near that right now. Charlo's doing closer to that number. But again, he's slowed down because I have to check every single one of his books. So he's just not taking the books and sending them. He finishes the books, he piles them, I check them, and then I approve them, or I say more work, or I work on them myself. So it's just, yeah, it's not a perfect system, that's for damn sure. I really feel though, once there was a couple of months in this year that I did not take books in. So I know that January is I'm already pretty much done January. I'm already starting to do some February books. One of the books I worked on today was a February book. And then I think March was pretty light. March or April was light. And I think May was no books came in as well. And then June 26th, I opened back up again. And then even though I wasn't taking books in, sometimes guys would come to the shop and drop off 5 or 6 books here and there. There wasn't many coming in, but I do have some books from every month. But some months I'm just hammered, right? My goal again is to just get caught up and bring the turnaround time for my services to under 2 months. That'd be nice. Mike asks, man, I sent some books to CBCS because I needed to do verified signatures. Out of the 5 books, they overgraded 4 of them, overgraded them harshly. It's ridiculous, and graded notes aren't working. Well, that's not good. Yeah, I just don't use CBCS. I just don't use them. I just don't like them. Yeah, but I mean, I know that signature honestly, I don't know why people just. For example, a lot of times you'll have you might have a Stanley signature or whatever, and you have it a proof, Dynamic Forces or whatever, one of these companies or Desert Wind may have witnessed as the signature. Okay, so you send to CGC. They don't recognize the slip that went with it or the certificate, but you get a green label. Who cares? A green label because of the signature. So you have the certificate that goes with it. That's all you need, as far as I'm concerned. I don't know why everyone's so. I can understand being kind of concerned with the purple label. It's the green label. Because of a signature, I don't see. To me personally, I think CGC should just give you a blue label with signatures and just say unverified signature, and then give it demerit. So you get a 9.8, give it a 9.6 or a 9.4 because there's a signature on there. Oh, because people like the blue label not only because, but the main reason, because it's uniform. We all have that OCD in our system. We have all of our books up on display, and we got blue, 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 and then the gold ones just stand out because they're special. But then green has got such a negative connotation, and purple especially, right? So as collectors, we have this desire to have a very uniform setup. It kind of throws a wrench in that, doesn't it? So I don't know. Skipping comments. Are you on live chat? I'm on live chat, yes. Jeffrey, I picked up a Kona number 192 with creamed off-white, but graded in 2001. I think I have a shot at off-white and regrade. Yeah, I've seen it go both ways. I've seen it get better, and I've seen it get worse. So you got to be careful. Give me a sec, guys. Let's go to the next box. Again, 3 boxes tonight, guys. If you haven't done so already while I'm getting the other box, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, that would be fantastic. I'll come back to the chats after my next box. Give me 1 sec. This will be very quick. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Okay, my friends, I am back. Let's see. Again, I don't know. I haven't pulled these books, so I just ripped it open really quick. This one did not have perfume on it or Scentsy. So this one these could be James's books. So we got a Master of Kung Fu and an 8.5. We have that Tomb of Dracula number 2 and a 7.0. The color is really gross. Look how nice the colors are with this camera. And this camera, they just look very, yeah, I got to do something about that. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to buy a new camera. I've just decided I'm going to buy one of these Sony cameras. I'll keep my eye open and get a used one. All right, we also have, now this is a Hulk 181. This is from Kevin up in Thunder Bay. Kevin, it came back a 5.5, it looks like. Was it a 5.5 already or a 5? I do not remember. Yeah, anyways, there we go. Gotta love the Hulk 181s. They're still, they're still popping. Oh, I got a whole bunch of, see, they stuff the invoices here. Like every single, I don't understand it. Like, wouldn't you tell your people, okay, the invoices have to go on top of the box. The invoices have to go in front of each section, or I get them folded sometimes. Sometimes they're not even in the box, and I really need these to find out who's whose. But this one consists of probably around 6 different orders. All right. So again, you have the Hulk 181, and as you can see, the Tomb of Dracula. Put it back in its plastic sleeve. And what else do we have? We also have a Strange Tales. Okay, we have some big books. These are some of Stavros' books, I think, coming back. Now, these books were all sent in. They were cracked and pressed. This one, I think, remained exactly the same, which kind of stinks. We've got a Venom Lethal Protector number 4 and a 9.6 with the Venom label. We've got another one as well. This time in a 9.8. Wow, a 9.8! I can't believe it. You can't believe that? Can you believe this? Another 9.8. About time. 3 9.8s. There we go. I'll fix this up so it looks a lot better next time, guys. But anyways, there you go. Not bad. Let me put these babies away and go to the chat and see what... I'll put these away while Wrong one. Whoops, wrong screen, Kev. Chat. Let's see here. Jeff says, I've heard they've graded color harsher in the early days. You mean the color of the actual, the color of the intensity of the color on a comic? Perhaps. Just curious, my collection is approximately $6,300. What's that like compared to some of you guys? Oh, I see. Okay, so Marty's throwing that out to everybody. I got something else I want to ask you guys too. Marty says, just curious, my collection is approximately $6,300. What's that compared to you guys? I'll go over here while I do this. You guys can read each other's comments. And then Pappy says, Doc, what's the model of your camera? My main camera is a Sony A6400, I believe it's called. A lot of the YouTube guys recommended it, so I went and picked one up. And it was like night and day in comparison to some of the other cameras I was using. It's night and day. And even when I changed over, you were all like, wow, a camera is so much clearer, Kevin. And it really, really was. But they're about $1,000, $1,200. But you can find older models of the A6000, for example, is much cheaper. And it'll give you pretty much the exact same clarity on the for web streaming. It's perfect. So I'm gonna probably try to find one of those. Like this webcam I have here is actually not bad either. It's just a $100 webcam or $80 webcam. It's got good ratings too. It's a Logitech, but the problem with it is if I wanted to, I can configure it to make the coloring nicer, but I have to do it every single time. It doesn't remember it, which kind of sucks. Marco Clydo says, there's a lot of glare in the book cam. I know. That's why I don't like it either, but I do like having a book cam. I'm going to work on it. I'm going to try to improve it, figure it all out. Again, I think if I find another one of these cameras, it'll be good to go. All right, let's continue with the box. Because look at my hand. My hand is like, oh, there we go. It's not so bad there. All right. I don't think I did this one yet. Lethal Protector number 6 and a 9.8. A Daredevil number 1. Not that Daredevil number 1 and a 9.8. There's a lot of glare there too. Yeah, I'll do something with this. I'm going to figure out a way to make this look a lot nicer. I think if I block out the light a little bit, I'll figure it out. I'll do some test runs and make it a little bit more attractive in terms of its lighting and its quality. All right, what else we have here? We have New Mutants 87 in a 9.6. Oh, I got a nice one here. I got a Batman Beyond. Number 5 and a 9.8. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, we got a bunch of Batman Beyonds. Let's see if we got a nice set of 9.8s here. We've got 9.6 in number 2. We've got a 9.6 in number 3. And then number 4 is a 9.8. There's Etrigan right there. I think that's a sleeper character right there. Let me bag these babies. This is where it slows me down. Doing it this way is having to put the bags or the books back in the bag. I really need someone to do that for me. Maybe I'll see if my daughter will do these videos with me, but I don't think she will. I don't think she'll want to. You know. Oops. Sorry about that if I hit the microphone. Yeah, so what I'm thinking is this, guys. I have so many people, and I think I've talked about this before, but now I know how to do it. I know how everybody does. A lot of guys do those, they do those Instagram claim sales. What I'm going to do, I think, I'm going to try it with a few different people. I'm going to try to do some claim sales live on YouTube, and I'm going to bring you on here to sell your books. A lot of you want to sell your books, right? Well, I'm going to give you the chance to do it right here on my channel. I've got a few guys lined up already who I'm going to invite in and kind of do a beta testing of it. I want nothing to do with the transaction. You understand? I want nothing to do with the banking, with, basically I'm going to be the host, and I'll put the person's, name and contact information in the area below, like a banner or something. And then, I'll be like the auctioneer, as it were, but I'll have nothing to do with the actual, the ins and outs of it, I guess you could say. I'll host it, and then you guys take care of it. Now, complaints and things like that, I'll deal with them as they come. If I have a seller on here who's being, silly, or a buyer who's being silly, then they'll no longer be allowed to do that. But I mean, we'll work as we go. You know what I mean? And the thing is, you have to have enough books to last about an hour. I'll probably do like a flat rate charge instead of asking. Like, I'm not gonna ask for a percentage. I'll probably say, for an hour, give me $100 and I'll host it. You know what I mean? And we'll work it out. And then you can showcase all your books. We'll try to sell them, but again, I want to do a beta test to see if there's the demand for it. But I know a lot of you guys want to sell your books, and I see a lot of you on Facebook trying to sell them. Here I have access to around 1,600 or so plus people on YouTube. Not that I'm getting that many people showing up for these unboxings, but maybe if I do sales, they will. And I'll advertise it on Instagram and on Facebook and all that, and we'll see what happens. If it doesn't work, no harm, no foul, but we'll try it. So keep that. That's another thing I'm going to do in the next probably week or two. I want to try that out. So what do you think of that? You like that idea? Okay, let's keep going here. We've got a Teen Titans number 12. This is the first full appearance of Batman Who Laughs in a 9.8. If I can get that all straightened out. Okay, right there's good. All right. And then we have a copy of Amazing Spider-Man 298 in a 9.6. We have a Spawn number 1 black and white edition in a 9.2. We have a What If number 10. What if Jane Foster became found the Hammer of Thor, sorry. We also have Batman Begins number 1. This time it's in a 9 point, or this one's in a 9.4. Another New Mutants 87, and this one's in a 9.6. Whoops. I think I'm stacking too many books there. Let me just do a couple more because I only have, well, got a few more. Another Batman Beyond. This one's a number 5, and it's in a 9.8. Love to see those 9.8s, don't we? And I've got 3 more here. Let me go to the big screen and show these last 3 because I have no room on here. Let me go to the main camera and show you these 3. Next, we have a Batman number 6 in a 9.8. That's a cool cover. I like that cover. That's Ty Templeton. No, that's not. We also have a Spider-Gwen number 1 in a 9.8. Nothing wrong with that. And we also have so ending with 4 9.8s. I like that. I don't ask for much in this world, but ending a CGC unboxing with 4 or 5 9.8s, perfect. Another Teen Titans. This one in a 9.8 as well. So the second copy. All right. So there you go. Let's go back to the chat, see what you guys are talking about while I pack these crazy books back up again. Hopefully you guys have said some more. Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. All right. Prince Zodiac is the first appearance. Oh, wait a second. Did I skip somebody? Oh, I did. Okay, hold on. Sorry, guys. Wow. Luke says, nice Doctor Strange. Peter G, try reversing the cameras. Yeah, but then you don't get me in beautiful color. You get the comics in beautiful color. I'll look all washed out and gray like a zombie. I've tried this camera, this webcam. Look, when I did that video a few weeks ago or a week or two ago about how to buy comic books, right? I used my cell phone and it sucked. It wasn't very good. So I went to this thing and it was okay, but I want to do another one of those videos. I just got to invest in another one of these cameras. I'll find one. I'm pretty resourceful. I'll grab another camera like that and I'll get an A6400 and it'll all be good. And it'll look great. Satire says that first appearance of Scream is criminally undervalued. Which one was that? Did I miss it? Which one was Scream? Also, John Sherwood, how's it going? Good to see you. Prince Zodiac says, what does he say? There's a big thing right in the middle. There we go. Is the first appearance of Shriek, isn't it? Satire, okay. Shriek, maybe? Pappy, my collection is only about 3K. Only about 3K. It's still a lot of dough. 3,000. Marcos, I think the book cam is on auto adjust with the light and color. Oh, it probably is. It probably is. Prince Zodiac, kinda sus. Haha. Trevor's here. How you doing, Trevor? Prince says, yes, I thought so. Pappy, where do you fit 90K books? Damn. I know I have more than that in my safety deposit box, and it's not very big. It's only a few books, right? You have one book that could do. In fact, that's what I was hoping to do. I was thinking of trading all my biggies for one massive book. Just one book. Easier to transport, easier to store, and easier to sell. Or should I ever wish I want to do that? Mike, I own about 111,000 raw comics and a little over 1,000 graded comics. Wow. And if you do the math on that, on 1,000 graded comics, I mean, I'm sure they're probably worth more than $100 each, but if they're just worth $100 each, it's 10 grand right there. Oh, did I totally mess up what Marty was asking? No, 6,300 comics. Oh, how many comics do you have? Not how much are they worth. Do you guys all own warehouses? Marty, that's huge, Mike. Luke, good time to buy in this market. Not really good to see. Yeah, people are getting some deals, apparently. I'm not really finding much myself. I'm not really looking. There is a collection I have my eye on, though, to be honest. There is one, but it's still not happening yet. Not that I need any more. Marty, I'm assuming you mean 9,000, not 90,000. Satire Venom, Lethal Predator 4 is Scream's first appearance. It's like $30 raw for a high grade. Okay, so he's another symbiote. That's where I recognize it. Okay. Well, guess what? We're not done. One more box. Okay, so this box isn't even open yet. Give me 1 sec and I will grab it and we will see what's in this box. Perhaps we have some more goodies. Oh, actually, before I forget, I never want to forget. Today, my daughter was working on a box, got it done, got to the next box. Said, Dad, there's no invoices in that box. Well, there were invoices, but her dad left it on right here on the computer desk. As I was doing my unboxing, I didn't put these invoices back, so she couldn't do her job. So now these invoices are in the box. No excuses. Tomorrow, hopefully she'll have a chance to sort these books. Give me 1 sec, guys. I'll be right back again with a new box. 1 sec. Okay, my friends, let's so hot here. Let's see what CGC sent me in this box. Let's hope no slabs are broken. Or start out with some modern book here. We've got a, what the heck is that? Nothing. Okay, we got a Spider-Man 2099 #1. I think it's the second print, right? Or no, this was the one that was included with the Toy Biz action figures, I believe. Come on, zoom in. Why is it not focusing? There we go. There we go. Not the fastest focusing machine. All right. Next we have I think these belong to Brad. Resident Evil number 1 and a 7.0. I remember that one. I remember that book. We also have an X-Men number 11 and an 8.0, and that's also a second printing. You can notice the silver background. We have a Darth Vader number 1 in a 9.6. Right. Let me just pack these babies away again. I'm gonna put these guys down here. Give myself some room. This is a pretty rare book, apparently, that Resident Evil book. Ooh. All right. Next we have the Naughty Alf book. Alf number 48. With Alf doing some pretty naughty stuff to this poor seal. And Fantastic Four number 1 in a 9.2. And of course, it's a reprint. Imagine that was an actual one. That'd be pretty amazing if it were. Okay. You've got a Dragon's Lair number 1 in a 9.0. I loved playing that game when I was a kid. It was a very hard game to play, but I liked playing it. We also have a George R. Martin Game of Thrones number 1 in a 9.4. There we go, right there. Trying to find the sweet spot. There we go. And Amazing Spider-Man 121 reprint in a 9.6. Again, not giving out those 9.8s very easily. Packing these babies up to make more room. John says, my brother and I are looking forward to seeing you. Me too. We're probably going to do a, probably the next week or two we're going to meet. Your books are like right there. But we'll probably do like, can you guys come like not on a Saturday? Maybe like on like a weekday or a different time? Because we're going to need some time to go through all those books to figure what we're going to do, right? What the game plan is going to be. Next, we've got a Darth Maul number 2 in an 8.5. Action Comics 544 and an 8.0. It's a Canadian price variant. We have, a 9.8. Ding, 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 ding. Amazing Spider-Man 252 reprint, Niagara Falls special edition in a 9.8. It's about damn time. We also have an Amazing Spider-Man 300 Niagara Falls edition. This one's in a 9.2 though, and that's a reprint of Amazing Spider-Man 300, obviously. Okay, I'm going to pack some of these babies up. Hey, Prince Zodiac, give me the cool thing there. Luke, lots of the Alf books lately. Yeah, people like that book. Looks like you're in a sauna again, Kevin. You were glistening. You know what? I'm going to tell you guys something. You don't make fun of me. My wife bought me some makeup to wear before I go on here. And I actually put it on but it's so damn hot in here, it all wore off. I didn't put enough on, but I have it because I sometimes I shine. I really shine. So she bought me some, I'm not sure what it's called. I should know, the drama teacher. It's basically, it takes the shine away. but it looks like it's not working all that. Well, it's not that bad. I've been a hell of a lot worse, let me tell you. But thanks for noticing, Mike. Luke, those moderns are getting hammered. These ones are. Yes, they are. Like, let's look at this 8.5. Like, why is this an 8.5? To me, an 8.5 has to have some significant damage. Yeah, this shouldn't be an 8.5. Like, to me, this is like I can see there's some scuffing by the back staples, but that shouldn't knock you down to an 8.5. To me, this book should be probably a 9.4. You know? But shit, an 8.5? To me, an 8.5 in a modern book, it's got some serious problems. But you're right. I've been hearing all sorts of people complaining about how strict they've become. And then other times, they're just so loosey-goosey. Stray Dogs, number 2 in a 9.8. One Punch Man, no number, in a 9.6. Another Stray Dog. This one is no number. A gallery issue in a 9.6. These are nice books too. Like, why are these only 9.6? Okay, because he's like that. Like, I remember these books, guys. These were really nice books. I don't know why these are 9.6. I see a dent right there that I'm pretty sure wasn't there when I sent it. I'm also starting to see, I hate to say this, I'm starting to see, unless I take pictures of every single book, there's no way in hell I'm going to be able to justify and say, well, you damaged this book when you were grading this book. All I know is before I submit the books, when I send the books in, they're as good as they can be. And I said this last time. Yeah, shit can happen on the way to Sarasota. It's a very long trip from here. Okay, I get that. But I packed the books in such a way that there's very little chance or any way that the books can be damaged. I mean, really, unless the FedEx guy's shaking the box or throwing the box. Even then, I mean, I do pack it pretty good, but I mean, blunt trauma to the book or to the box is could injure what's inside. So I mean, who knows, right? I hate to say they did it. I don't know. And this is one of the reasons why, honestly, I wish they had and this is the only, well, it's the only reason, but one of the main reasons why I wish there was a Canadian location, or even a place up North United States. Like, these are going down to Florida. That's far, man. Like, there's a place up like in upstate New York or in Maine or anywhere around here that's maybe like a 5-6 hour drive. But the fact that it has to go all the way to Florida, and sometimes it takes 3 or 4 days to get there. Like, I used express shipping on Thursday, my last box. It was supposed to arrive, Wednesday. It was supposed to arrive on Friday. It didn't get there till today, till Monday morning. So it was in transit for, it was supposed to be 2 days. That's why I bought the express. I told you I've got that new service on, it's a little cheaper, but ended up taking the same amount of time as ground, and I paid more for it. And so that box was in transit for, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, basically 5 days in transit. And I don't like that. I want the boxes to be in transit for as little time as humanly possible. But anyways, you're going to run into these issues where books are slightly damaged, but too many people are handling them. You can't lay the blame. And that's why I'm actually shocked, to be honest, guys. I'm actually very shocked that CGC pays to have the books regraded. No, sorry, not regraded, reslabbed if the books come in damaged, right? Because it wasn't them. They didn't pack the comics all cracked and shitty. That happened en route to me. But the fact they're actually covering those costs, and I'm telling you, that's a hell of a loss leader, man. They're losing on that. Like, you saw those magazines I unboxed the other day. He just sent me an express label. That express label is probably $100 to ship those books back to CGC, and they're shipping them back to me on their dime. And they got to take time to reslab them. That's just lost money. So the fact they're actually stepping up and doing that, I do commend them for that, because they could say, happens in shipping. Sorry, we'll give you a discounted they could just say, we'll give you a discounted reslabbing fee. We'll charge you $10 per book to reslab for books that are damaged in transit, because it's not our fault. We pack them accordingly, and if FedEx or whoever, UPS, damages the books, that's on them, not on us. But they're not taking that stand. Not yet, anyways. But I wouldn't be a damn bit surprised if they eventually do. Remember, they used to actually fix books. If books had scuffs and scratches on the plastic, on the acrylic, they would change. I had one guy, I remember, who used to send books back all the time if there was a scratch on the slab. And they would do it. They finally said no more of that. So we'll see. We got another Stray Dogs book here, and this one is number 5 and a 9.6. We've got a Stray Dogs FCDB and a 9.8. This is totally Brad's books. 7.5 on this Wonder Woman book. Yeah, okay. That one I can see. That one I can see. This is obviously a one-man show. That's a Poltergeist swipe there. Stray Dogs 198, like that. Ultimate Fallout, number 4 and a 9.6. All right, let me put some of these away. See what you guys are saying. Peter, your personality certainly shines. Oh, thanks, Peter. Thanks a lot, man. Luke says it's not even worth to send moderns with the inconsistency. You know, right now, unless the books are really, really pristine, you know, like I said, Luke, a lot of people, including myself, when it comes to my own books, I look at my books through rose-colored, glasses. I want them to be 9.8, and I convince myself that even though there's a little ding there, oh, they won't see that. They won't take a mark off for that. Yes, they will. We have to be really critical of the books that we own, and that being said, also be very critical of the books as we buy them, as we purchase them, right? But yeah, it's really strange. I'm hearing a lot of people complaining about how inconsistent it is currently. That being said, I got a couple of boxes coming back. It might be one of the ones that I have here now that has like 21 9/8s in it. So it's the books, guys. John, my wife and I are giggling about your makeup. Don't giggle, but Mom, I gotta, I don't want to shine. Marty, I love the idea of selling through you. My whole collection is for sale. Well, like I said, it's something I wouldn't mind doing. Maybe 3 nights a week or once a week. I don't know. I could do 2 different guys in one night over a 2-hour period. And like I said, I have to charge a little something for my time, but other than that, we'll figure it out. I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to try. We'll try with, got a couple of guys here that I've already talked to that we're going to give it a shot and see. And they have a pretty good Instagram presence too. So we'll see if that draws people to the channel. And then because I know guys do sell on YouTube. And it'll be fun. Yeah, we'll see. James, have you finished January books? I think we're damn close. I'm into February on one of my binders. So really close. Really close. Marco, I personally think that when CGC counts the pages of the books, it can get damaged by the grid. Of course it can. Every single thing that they do, every time, once I hand that book off, I'll tell you, sometimes I'll be handling the books myself, packing them, and I touch a book a certain way, and I know I touch it too hard, and I look and I see, and I have to take it out and repress it before I send it, right? It happens. But don't tell me for a second that, again, the book arrives at CGC. God knows how it was handled, because, FedEx guys, love you guys, but, I've seen some videos, right? So the books get to Sarasota, they open the box up, they pull the books out. That person has to unpack the books, and the books get put in queue for grading. And then the grader takes it, they count the pages, they handle the book, they look at the book, they flop it back and forth. Yeah, things can happen. Things can happen. But I would assume that once they've assigned it a grade and it goes off for slabbing, damage can occur then as well too. That's where I think more damage can happen when they put it inside that inner well and they seal it all up. Yeah, the book is handled probably 6 times before it gets, you know, sealed up in a slab. So who knows what could happen. Mike says, what types of books are you selling, Marty? You guys can talk about that. Hey, Charlie, how's it going? That's my daughter there, guys. Charlie's in the house. Thumbs up. Hey. P-Bales, I don't know that all of the damage is happening in transit. I don't know that all the damage is happening in transit. The fact that they have started noting the QC technician on invoice indicates they probably know some damage was prior to shipping. Oh, yes. Yeah, that. Oh yeah. Well, listen. The only time I've ever seen a book really get mangled was Stavros. He had a X-Men 94 that I pressed. He got it back, and the top right corner was crunched. No mention of it anywhere in the notes. So it happened during the encapsulation. So yeah, they're not going to mention that. Once they put that thing inside the inner well and it goes, that's it. They're done. But you're right. If they're handling a book and they drop the book and they blunt the corner, now they're going to say, okay, the corner's blunted. They're going to mention it and they're going to grade it accordingly right before they send it off. So yeah, it is what it is. Neil says that Poltergeist variant of Stray Dogs I've wanted for a long time. It's a pretty cool cover, man. And 9.8, that's the cover you want. That's the grade you want too. Prince says I have all the horror movie variants for Stray Dog except the Poltergeist and the Sevens one. Well, you can talk to Brad. I can ask Brad when he picks them up if he has any extras. He has a lot of Stray Dog books, and maybe he's selling them. I don't know. I'll ask him for you, Prince. 3B Man Luke says, no way they count pages on moderns. I don't think they do either. Bronze to Modern, Mike says, 90% Marvel. Peter G, you're not displaying the chat. Oh, I'm not. So you know why? Because I got 3 more here to show you. That's why. Here we go. We've got a Tomb of Dracula number 10. See if I can get it to focus a little nicer. There we go. And that's in a 3.0. And you got a bit of a tear, you know, right there. It's a lower grade book. You got some tearing down the bottom here as well, too. Right? So, you know, the 3 is probably just, if those tears weren't there, you'd probably be, what the hell happened over here? Yeah, it's like, look at this inner well nonsense. Look at the inner well. Check this out. Let's see if it focuses. See what the inner well does? Hold on. Look at that. Look at all that crunching. The book is put in the inner well. The inner well is too damp, and even the book is starting to ripple. The book is rippling inside. Anyways, it's a 3.0. So it is what it is. But the inner well, man, they got to make it just a little bit bigger. And maybe, well, the slab, they're not going to change the size of the slabs anymore, like in terms of their width. But they probably should have. Oh, who's this belong to? Does this belong to, oh, this belongs to, this is Steve, I think. It's a Steve book. Ultimate Fallout, is it Fantasy 15, Tomb of Dracula 10, and yeah, these are Steve's books. And we have a Tales of Suspense 52 and a 3.0. I need to buy this book off of him if he wants to sell it, because I need a copy of this for my own personal collection. Wouldn't mind a bit higher grade, but that's nice. This was a very badly water damaged book, as you can see. Lots of rust and almost like some black mold at the bottom, but it wasn't too bad, so I pressed it. It was very ripply. It's much better than it was. So 3.0 is not bad for that, actually. A 3.0 is not bad for that. Oh, nice. Be happy to see Amazing Fantasy 15 and a 9.8. That also belongs to Steve. Excellent. And that one did need a press pretty bad. And we have one more here. What is this? A Warlock book. Who's this belong to? It's a one-person book. That's strange. Okay, 409. We got a Warlock Strange Tales number 180. It's first appearance of Gamora. Gamora of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Here, let's go over to my big main page. And let's look at the book with vibrant color instead. There we go. All right, I'll figure that out, guys. I'll probably get another camera since it's a little more vibrant. So there you go. 3 boxes. 3 more boxes still yet to come. Let's go back to the chat, finish this baby off. And what time is it? It's 9:10. Last episode of Better Call Saul tonight. We got to watch that and see how they ended up the show. There we go. Now I'm displaying the chat. I apologize for that. Prince Zodiac's talking to Charlie, if she's even still there. She probably just popped on and took off. Luke says that looks really bad. What are we talking about? Kilted Corgi. Hey, long time, Kilted Corgi. Can't wait to see what you get on your C2E2 UF. I haven't talked about that at all. I think enough people have talked about that. I don't know all the ins and outs of all the details. I got the basic gist of it. The CGC kind of screwed up that one, I think. John says, my Clone Wars one was burnt by another grader before I met Kevin, and he said it would come back a 6 or a 6.5, and it came back a 9.6. They don't check. There you go. The modern books, they are a little... look, guys, they're getting them done really quickly. And again, they say 3 graders. Look, I've never been to CGC. I've never had a tour of CGC. I don't see what they're doing over there. So, I think Luke and I were talking about that when he was in the shop a couple weeks back about 3 graders, 2 graders, 1 grader. To me, I wouldn't be a damn bit surprised if 1 grader looks at those modern books, right? Leaves through them really quickly, make sure there's no, tears or pages missing really quickly, and then just gives it a quick grade. That's not the best way of doing it. Right? If I think a book's a 9.6 and you think it's a 9.2, we need somebody else that could break that the discrepancy, right? He comes back a 9.6, the book's probably a 9.6, right? Or they go to a 9.4 or something like that. But I don't know if they're doing that. All I know is if CGC has, they're busy. So when you're busy, you cut corners, right? And to try to expedite things, and that's not what you want to do. You don't want to cut corners, and the fact they're the only real game. Let's be honest, guys. They're the game, right? They're the only game in town, right? And because of that, because they're the only game in town, they can do that. They can get away with things, But I think they're okay. I mean, they're swamped. I emailed them a few weeks back about Signature Series because I'm a Signature Series rep now, but I never finished the paperwork because it was during COVID, and trying to get a hold of them over there. No one's returning my emails. That shit drives me nuts. But there's a guy, Matt, who works in their customer service. He's been fantastic, and if I email him, he answers me right away when it regards to like shipping problems or whatever. So I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Hi from Penetang. Caught you while I'm on the family vacay. Hey, Eric, how's it going? Hope you're having a great time out in Penetang. That's awesome. I'll be going, also this week, guys, the shop will be open on Saturday. I will not be in the shop on Saturday. Charlo will be manning the shop this Saturday. He will not be giving books back. I will not have books for anyone this Saturday. So if you want to drop books off, you can do so. The shop will be open for 2 hours between 11 and 1 on Saturday morning. You can meet Charlo and he can take your books and that'll be all good. The following Saturday, I will be back in shop to give books back. And I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of books to give back. So I will be texting people over the next few days to arrange a meeting on that Saturday. I want to get these books the heck out of here as soon as possible. The last part of August is going to be kind of up and down for me, only because the wife has planned a lot of day trips, day trips here, day trips there, cottage here, cottage there. So I'll be working here, but it's not going to be as consistent as I like. I really haven't had a vacation yet. So that's going to be my vacations, going on these little day trips. But, day trip out, come back, work on comics, day trip out, come back, work on comics, that sort of thing. That's how it's going to go until September. Then when September rolls around, back to business. And I think I have someone who may be joining the team, which is good news. But I'll give you more information about that later because it's not 100% yet. But if it works out, it's going to clear me up with more time as well. The Blade Crunch. Yeah, it was. But that book was really creamed off white page. No, actually, it's cream pages, I think. very brittle. And so by putting it inside that tight inner well was not ideal. Anyways. All right, guys, listen, I will be back. Probably tomorrow. I'll be back probably tomorrow for another unboxing. And I may even do probably the What's in the Press will come on Wednesday. I'm going to try to do What's in the Press on Wednesday. But yeah, probably another unboxing tomorrow night. I'm going to, maybe tomorrow morning. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. If you want to watch it, make sure you hit that notification bell. As soon as I go live, you will be one of the first to know about it. Okay. All right, guys, that's it for me. Have a great night. Thanks for tuning in. All the best. Take care and hope to see you again very, very soon. Bye for now.